Pumpkin spice lattes are back, and Universal Studios smells like construction and fog, which can only mean one thing, and that's that it is September. In today's video, we're going to tell you everything you need to know if you're headed to the Universal Orlando Resort this month. Of course, the biggest news this month is that Halloween Horror Nights is back. It is running on select nights for the entire month of September, specifically on Wednesdays through Sundays, and the hours for that are 6:30 p.m. until 2 in the morning, and the park is ready to go. The scare zones look absolutely amazing. They have all kinds of set pieces out. They even put out like the wait time signs for the houses today. We are so excited for opening night.
There was some debate on whether or not the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store would return to its original place over here in New York, and it looks like it has been confirmed that it will indeed be here. And it makes sense because it is a New York City comic book store. But while we're talking about tribute stores, the Jurassic Park tribute store is set to close on October 1st. I don't know whether that means it's going to close the last day of operations will be the last day of September, or if the last day of operations will be the first day of October. But either way, it is set to close by the end of the month. They've already taken the Triceratops away, and that makes me really, really sad.
There are a lot of HHN food booths that are popping up all over the parks, just like this one right behind me here in Sting Alley. And we get asked all the time if these booths are open during the day. And unfortunately, at least what we've seen in the past is that they're only open during the event. I guess it's possible that Universal changes their mind and opens them this year, but we wouldn't expect that. A couple HHN adjacent things as well. The Dead Coconut Club is returning to City Walk this year. So this is a bar that is in the second story of City Walk, and it is absolutely worth visiting for the theming itself. But they do have some really cool alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks, so there's something for everybody. And for the very first time this year, Universal has announced that there are going to be Death Eaters in Diagon Alley. Now, they've said it's going to be select nights in September, but they haven't said what those select nights are, so we're not sure if it's going to be weekends or weekdays only or HHN nights. We don't really know, but what we do know is that if you're a Harry Potter fan, you need to check it out, and if you're not a Harry Potter fan, you will be after seeing this. Also, bring a wand with you because the Death Eaters will duel you.
Crowds in September are strange. We'll go with strange. So, HHN has become an extremely popular event, and all of those nights will be busy. Like, it used to be September really wasn't busy during the event, but the event's just gotten busy every single night at this point. But daytime crowds are kind of different. So, daytime crowds in September, it's hit or miss. So like the first weekend of September, Labor Day weekend, we expect it to be busy. It's going to be busy the entire weekend. It's generally 3-day weekends like we talk about. They're busy. And then the rest of the month, it's typically slow. So it's just odd because the daytime operations are slow. So if you're coming here to go to the parks, you probably won't have to wait in very long lines. But if you're here for the event, if you're here for HHN, it's really busy. September's odd. So it just depends on what you're doing.
I can't commit. I can't do it. As far as park hours go, Universal Studios does close at 5 p.m. on all HHN nights. And like we said earlier, HHN runs on Wednesday through Sunday. But to make up for that, Universal is opening Universal Studios an hour earlier. So typically studios would open at 9 in the morning. So for the entire month of September, it opens at 8. And in years past, what they've done is just offered early park admission at Universal Studios. But we think this is better because number one, it's available to everyone that's visiting. And number two, it means the entire park is open and not just the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And of course, on HHN nights, Islands of Adventure will be open longer than that to kind of make up for it as well. And it'll typically stay open until about 7 to 9 at night. The only two exceptions here are on the 12th and the 20th. Islands of Adventure closes at 6 p.m. and the 20th is an HHN night, so that is something to be aware of.
If you're visiting the parks in September and you're one of those people who's not going to Halloween Horror Nights, You're probably worried about the park hours, but what we can say is don't worry at all. What we would do is we would just start our day off in studios and then head over to Islands of Adventure later in the day, and you'll never know the difference.
Coasters are better at night anyways. Oh, and Volcano Bay, it's open 10 to 6-ish all month. As far as ride closures go, there aren't any scheduled for this month. It's possible that we have a few strays pop up, but right now there's nothing on the books, and we still don't know anything about the Hogwarts Light Show. So they typically have like a dark art show around Halloween time, and Universal hasn't said anything about that returning. So we're kind of wondering if the Death Eaters in Diagon Alley are sort of replacing the Death Eaters that are typically in Hogsmeade with that Dark Art show this year. That's one of our favorite shows, so we're hopeful that it returns, but a lot of unknowns.
Something else going on is pass holder appreciation days are back through the end of this month. And basically what pass holder appreciation days are is if you are an annual pass holder, you get appreciated. They give you things like discounts on rooms, express passes, there's some exclusive food, all kinds of fun things like that. Also, Universal is running like a promo with their annual passes where if you buy one right now, you get 3 additional months tacked onto it. So it's not a 12-month annual pass, it's a 15-month annual pass. So that's always something to keep in mind if you're in the market for one of those.
Universal also has a really great deal going right now for multi-day tickets, and that is the buy 2 days, get 3 free promotion. That is one of the best deals that we've ever seen Universal run, but it does end on August 30th, which is my birthday. So go ahead and buy yourself a present for my birthday and get yourself a really good deal on some tickets. It's possible that they have another promotion after that, but like I said, that's one of the best deals that we've ever seen, so it probably won't be as good. And also, ever since we started keeping tabs of the different places that sell Universal tickets and their prices, we've consistently seen that our friends over at Orlando Informer have the cheapest tickets most of the time. So if you are looking at buying tickets and you're wanting to save every penny you can, go check out their website. You guys probably thought that we forgot about early park admission, but we didn't. We just came to Islands of Adventure at the very end, and that's where early park admission is. It's also at Volcano Bay for the entire month, and at both parks it starts an hour before that park opens to daytime guests. But that's all we have for the month of September. You are prepared for your trip. We hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to check out our beginner's guide to HHN, you can click this video right here, but we will see you guys in the fog. Bye!
Pugh on it.